people, how are you guys doing? This is Streethop, your only online radio show that is so good we had to bring it to TV. My name is Victoria, aka Miss Vic, and on the show today is a great man. First of all, he's one of the veterans of comedy. He's an engineer, he's a businessman, he's a professional rib cracker, he is a family man, he's a wise man. Seriously, I've had the privilege of sitting down and talking with him a few times, and all he had to say were wise words. So without further ado, help me welcome Mr. Okechukwu Onyebule, aka OKEY BAKASSI.
You have my whole CV in your head.
That's what we do, man.
Lucky me, man. That intro is banging. All right, it's good to be here chilling with you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for squeezing out time for us from your very busy schedule. How are you now? How markets?
I'm good, though. Market day could be better. You know, it could be better, but no complain too much. May God no go vex for the one winning don't do. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. So, like I said, you studied agricultural engineering.
Yes.
And then from there, you started acting.
Yes.
So when did comedy start?
Coming to the whole business. Yes. I think the comedy and the acting,
were hand in hand.
Yes, were happening almost at the same time.
Okay.
But what happened was acting found expression first professionally. Yeah, and later came stand-up comedy. As it is now, stand-up comedy has an edge over acting in the general scheme of things. So yeah, it has always been one going up, the other one chilling for it. And when this other one is coming up, this other one will just, so that the ministry can just generally prosper. That's how we've been rolling for a while now.
Ministry is moving, sir.
Yeah. Gradually,
so
steadily.
You were born a funny man, or people helped you realize that talents that you were actually funny?
I think it's a mixture of both. People give me the nudge to, guy, this thing, you're good, just do something, do it. You can do it. Me, mind you, at that time, there was no stand-up comedy industry in Nigeria. Yes. So, not like there was an industry and people are saying you can, don't even go there. That was like, when it all started, we're not talking professionally now. Yeah. We are talking amateur now.
The hood days.
It was in the hood days. Hood days. This was like late 80s.
What?
Yeah. So I say no go there.
Wow.
Late 80s. I was still in school.
Yeah.
So now are university days now. So we're just doing it for fun. All right. Early 90s now. People are saying, guy, you can, this thing, day blood. Okay, so we started pushing it.
Do you remember the first time you were paid to perform? Do you remember how much?
First time paid. First time paid, it wasn't even pay as in pay. First time paid was in school, though. It was in the university.
How much?
Okay, it was, I think 5 naira. First time paid was 5 naira because it was a campus show. Yeah. We had paid to go into the show. Yeah. They were delaying to start. So me and my guys were back row yapping, and the organizers came over to me and said, "Nah, guy, since this show is not starting and everybody's feeling your yabbies, why don't you come to the microphone and do this and do these yabbies now? Why don't you just come, take microphone, just hold the crowd, before we start." I said, okay, when I go give me back my money, I pay to come into the show.
Right.
So that was the first kind of payment. So we went backstage, they gave me my 5 naira back. Then I went. Now, guess what? 5 naira at that time was a whole lot of money.
Know.
Considering that, because now when I think about it, my entire school fees was 90 naira. So, university fees was 90, and the 90 naira was plus accommodation. Okay, if I talk this thing, they make me shame. Don't be like a carver. You understand? I'm sure some people are not even believing me right now. So you can imagine if it was 90 to pay fees and accommodation in the university at the time.
And they gave you 5.
Yeah, a plate of food that time was 1 naira. So without meat, 50 kobo. So you can imagine 5 naira was some good money.
Right.
You understand? So,
oh my
God. So fast forward to...
When will you say you got your big break in comedy?
Big break would be in Lagos here. Would I remember the company now? I think one of the first early big shows that I did was the launch of Sax and Brown. Even the drink now, nobody remember again. I don't know what happened to that drink. And the launch was so massive. You know, the launch had people like Lagbaja, you know, at his peak that time. Lagbaja was headlining that show. I was also on that gig. You know, it was in Lagos. Then another mega one was the first ever Star Mega Jam. I hosted the first ever Star Mega Jam. And I think till date is the biggest. It's the one that featured Awilo.
Right.
You know, he shut down National Stadium. You know, yeah, that's the biggest star. I mean, Nigerian Breweries will also tell you.
But the long and short, we say you don't to take for this
then
business. The
one that was like very, very challenging was the opening of Abuja Stadium.
What year was this?
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember the year again.
You don't to say that's the problem.
Opening of Abuja Stadium. That one had the late Brenda Fassie.
Oh.
Yeah, she performed. She was at that show. They flew her all the way from South Africa to come do that opening. So imagine Abuja Stadium packed and you holding the microphone as a comedian, man. You're not even seeing the face of the audience because they are so far. You're in the middle of the pitch and they are all up there.
Well, how did he go?
And he went. I assume he went well from the response. You know, before people go laugh for stadium, laugh reach where you did. You probably don't enter the second joke.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
some
nice times
politics,
though.
right?
Yeah, yes.
Are you still?
No.
Are you still into that?
Politics has taken a break for now.
So you have future plans?
Yeah, of course. I worked with my state government for a while, about almost 3 years.
Okay.
I ran for House of Assembly in my state. I didn't get the ticket, so I didn't win.
Okay.
But
you're going to try again.
After that, of course, if we should all be willing and able to serve when the opportunity calls. Just that the way the setup is a lot of money, is a lot of wahala. And
wahala for sure.
My children don't reach that stage where they need the money. Not be politics, need the money and the children. So if the opportunity presents itself, why not? We'll give it another shot. We can't shy away from service. Otherwise, we can't complain that bad people are serving. Yeah. If good people can't stand to be counted, then we might as well just keep quiet. So anytime when the opportunity presents itself, we'll do it. But for now, politics is resting.
Cool. Okay. We're about to go on a quick music break.
Okay.
So, do you want to play any song?
Today we are na street hop. Yeah, now we did. So I'm thinking of my brothers, some of my brothers, man. Man. Let me start with somebody from our time. Not really like our time, but I mean, let's do a mode 9 Dobale.
Welcome back, guys. I still have OKEY BAKASSI in the building.
Yes, so we're just chilling now.
Where's BAKASSI from?
I mean, forget those people now.
Is it the actual?
No.
It's not
funny enough. No. Maybe that BAKASSI. Maybe this. Well, the BAKASSI of the peninsula, of the crisis between Nigeria and Cameroon. You know, those days I used to do a lot of humor around the situation at the time.
Archival.
Archives. Yeah. We don't do things.
So up close and personal. I'm going to start with career-wise. Okay. Who in your industry, comedy, do you really have respect for? Like, who do you really admire their work, you know, in terms of delivery, you know, how they think? And it has to be one person that stands out for you, or two people.
You know the funny thing, to be very honest, so let me not disappoint you, I don't have one person in the stand-up comedy industry that stands out.
Okay.
But there are different people who represent different things in our business.
Okay, so tell me who you like.
Okay. Now, let me tell you. I'll tell you, if I tell you somebody, I'll tell you why I like that person.
Exactly.
Okay. Let me pick Basket Mouth. Okay. The reason I like Basket is he's a young man that does not give up. You know, and his persistent hard work and trying to break new frontiers has even shaped our business. He's one of us that has been able to take this our art form to places where it can effect change among the industry. So I respect his accomplishment in that regard. In terms of contribution to the industry, I can give Ali credit for being able to hold a ladder for a whole lot of youngsters. You understand, to realize their dream, you know. In that regard, I also respect his accomplishment. Then there are some younger ones who, in terms of their thought process and, you know, contents, you know, gives me hope that the future is bright for the business. There's Acapella, there's Ajebo. Ajebo, I like what he's doing with animation. You know, it's fresh, opening the frontier. You know, Acapella brings some certain level of freshness in the materials that he does that I like. You know, Bovi is sound upstairs. You know, these are people that if they say, okay, we are going somewhere, bring a few comedians that you know will represent. These are people you can take and you know, say if they reach, they no go for your hand. You know, so yeah.
So if they don't call your name, you know, vex. So you're obviously a very happily married man with 3 beautiful children. And you've been married for 14 years now. So I'm going to ask you, first of all, throwback, you were associated with popular actress Sean George. Did you ever think at any point that you'll end up with somebody in the industry, or did you always know that, you know what, I'm going to look out when I want to settle down?
Let me not play God. You know, in the beginning, you know, those my very young bachelor days, I wouldn't say, you know, it was cast in stone what will happen. I'm not God. I always knew that I wanted to marry my wife because I've known my wife like forever. My wife was my girlfriend in my university, early university years. If anybody who knew me from way back knew that there was this certain girl, so you know, make you know go cause quarrel later, you know. But in the course of growing up, you also come across people who made an impact, because I dated my wife for a while. She left Nigeria. We lost contact a bit. And within the period that we were not together, I met a couple other people. Some of them made good impression. You know, so as a bachelor, you're still thinking, okay, who is it going to be? But, you know, in the scheme of things, you know that this person is number one. If wishes were horses, I'll stay with this one. But assuming by the time I'm ready, this one don't go, who's next? You know, so yeah.
Wow.
There were incidents like that.
So that's what guys
but
do.
I'm lucky, of course.
Oh my God.
Anybody tell you otherwise, then they lie. Every guy get who be number one for chats.
That's why I like you. Always tell the truth.
Every guy who be number one.
So you've been married for over a decade, for a very, very long time.
14 years officially.
Yeah, that's a long time. And then your family is not even in Nigeria. So I mean, how do you balance that with, you know, family life?
Balance is very difficult.
I can imagine.
Difficult. I won't even wish my enemy to experiment it, because if I'm not lucky to have a partner who understands me, who knows me before show business, maybe this thing no work. You understand? But my luckily for me, my wife and my friend of so many years, so she knows more than anyone else about this man here. So if you go tell her now, say, see what you okay do, you know the one why I do. Even if I lie, you still know saying that we do that one. So she knows me that much, you know. So it's difficult for naysayers and bad belly people to cause problem for us.
That's good.
So it's difficult. So when your wife is your friend, you know, outsiders no hold that kind of influence. Now two of them are going to decide what thing will happen. Maybe external influence.
Talking about showbiz, you know how all these celebrities, every now and then, if they're not flaunting something, they're flaunting something. If they're not flaunting something, they're flaunting something. You know, material, relationships, blah blah blah. So, I mean, what's your take on that?
I think it has to do all those flaunting of things. I think one, it has to do with orientation and age.
Yeah.
When you're very young and restless, you want to go with the trend.
Yeah.
You know, you want to show people your new watch, and you want to show people your new car, your new things. That's a small picky way. You know, when you're very young, your body they scratch you. That's where age comes into it. Orientation comes into it because of the kind of people that you hang out with.
Yeah.
If you hang out with people who like to show off, you understand, one way or the other, it begins to influence you.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you don't become person where you go buy new shoe, you put them for Instagram. You understand that kind of thing. But you know, anybody will know me, know say that and know be my age-wise, I don't grow past the age of trying to show material things. Orientation-wise, I don't belong to the class of people who will like to show off. Because my attitude to it is that, you know, yes, you buy a new car, you put it on Instagram, maybe for people to celebrate with you or to show people, say, if you afford that kind of car. But the very rich, successful people, I never see Dangote car for Instagram before. I never see Femi Otedela car for Instagram before, or a house. And this guy's, Dangote, for all intents and purposes, is the richest black man in the world. And he's not posting anything. And the small thing where you get now you take harass people. You understand? So yeah, it's not my kind of thing to do. That does not mean who likes to do it. It's a free world though.
Yeah. But if you have to like dish advice, may then come down small, right?
It's up to them. They maybe they serve their purpose. Some people derive their happiness from being all out there in the public square. You know, if it gives them joy, who am I to rob anybody of their happiness? Me, I derive joy in being discreet. Yeah. You know, because my life as an entertainer is public enough. So if I continue to make every aspect of my life public, then where do I have the privacy that I crave? Yeah.
And this for you is not just material things. I mean, even your family.
Yeah, you know, I'm so lucky that my wife is not a person that craves publicity. Because for me, or maybe call me old school, or I won't take offense. There are certain things you leave private.
Private, yes.
Because all that whole putting everybody out there, you also make them target for abuse. Exactly.
So on to lighter things. You love to travel.
Yes.
Where's the best place you've been to?
There's this place in Canada called Banff. Oh my goodness, that place be like heaven. If there's an image of heaven, where it is up in the mountains. Right. Okay, it's serene, it's quiet, it's the air there, they're too fresh. You understand that? The architecture of the place. It's just like a beautiful place frozen in time. Nice. You know, see what in nature do there, warm spring, mountains, you know. That place too sweet.
Oh my God.
In that place, if you just reach like this, if you see the streets, tourists all full everywhere. Everybody they stroll, they appreciate nature. You know, it's amazing what nature has done there.
So your family in Canada, are you there all the time? How do you make out time for the kids, especially?
I spend time. I travel a lot. There are times in the year when the workload is not too much. Yeah, I travel to go, you know, to have me and family time. You know, run around with the kids, play with them, do some swimming and, you know, stuff like that. Do some family things, play soccer with my son. You know, yeah. So
you have one son?
Yeah, I have one son. Okay. I have 2 girls.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Any other one na phone, I'm gonna bond that one. I don't try.
Okay. It's time for another music break.
Yeah, let me go to the west now. I live in Lagos. There's this young man. This young man, they try. You know, the guy is really there. Olamide is the guy. Yeah. And there's this song, Melo. Right. You know, it appeals to people like us who don't the old. With the energy, no day to scatter everywhere.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, Melo will be nice.
You stood by me. I know I made some mistakes, but I don't regret. Now I know go forget the cherish waiting I get. The very first day we met, I told you how I felt. I lie, I dey melt. My baby, you're the best. I know the dengue, I know the post. My baby, give me biscuit, I want sugar. The things you do me, but your barrel go share with. Borun baro kò ṣe sọ. Mélòó la fẹ́ wí. Mélòó la fẹ́ sọ. Àní mélòó la fẹ́ wí. Mélòó la fẹ́ sọ.
We are back from that musical break. I hope you enjoyed Olamide. Mellow. Our young guy with the blaze strings, man. I feel die. Okay. All right, we're back on the program. This is OKEY BAKASSI, chilling with Miss Vic.
Yo.
AKA Victoria. All right.
Yo.
So we're back. It's
Yo.
Streethop. Yes, sir.
You do OAP work those days?
I don't know. Some of this is in my body. I don't know. I don't do OAP before. Funny enough, you know, I hosted a program on radio for like 3 years. Most people don't know. Yeah, 3 years with Francis Odega.
Wow.
You know, as my co-host.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
what radio station is that?
Yeah, it was on Raper.
Right.
It was called Fred and Nature. So my name was Fred. I don't answer okay one day.
Really?
Yeah. And Odega was Nature.
So what are you working on right now that your fans should know about? Any shows?
Yeah, there are 2 movies that will be coming out, I'm sure, maybe late this year or early next year. We've done the shooting already. One is Love in the Air. Love is in the Hair.
Wow.
A comedy.
What's the
then
comedy?
There's Prayer Point. A comedy.
So it's only comedy movies?
You can't not drama,
but just because you're a funny person,
you know,
you go still find the comedy.
No, we don't set out to say this is a comedy, it's a drama, but with a whole lot of humor. Next year, I'll be doing a tour of US and Canada.
Okay.
Working on it. I'll also do a stop in the UK. Okay. So yeah, those are the things on the calendar. But this year we'll go finish the tour. I'm presently on tour.
Okay.
This year with Globacom.
Okay.
I've done some states and we're still doing. You know.
Okay. Oh, God bless your hustle.
Amen.
So now I'm about to put you on the hot seat.
Okay.
Since you've been talking about movies, I'm putting you on this hot seat. So right now, this segment, you basically, I'll give you 3 names, and it's just a game. So nobody's married, nobody's single, we're just playing, right?
Okay.
So I'll give you 3 names, and then...
You don't explain that one to my wife, Abby, so that when the wahala come...
We're just playing.
Just playing.
Yeah, it's just a game. Okay. So 3 names. You tell me the one you take home to mama, the one you have a one-night stand with, and the one you're not interested in. Okay,
are these real people?
Real people.
Oh, the one I will take. Okay, out of the 3 people, the one I will take
home.
Okay, and it must be. One must fit each hole.
Yes.
Chai.
Yeah.
Which people you want provoke like this now?
Let's do it.
I'm there. All right. I don't know the 3 names they are going to call. If your name among the 3 names, if you don't fall into the pocket where you think you're supposed to fit in, not my fault. Hold that responsible. Let's go there.
Genevieve.
Right. Okay, if I must, I can't take 2 to mama.
No.
Hi.
Please.
Okay.
That's bigamy.
Okay.
It's illegal.
No problem. Okay, Regina Skia, not interested. Rita Dominic. I would have taken you to mama, but she said no. So one night stand, no problem. Manage it. Okay. Genevieve. Okay.
That's your African queen.
I take you to mama.
Nice. You see? That wasn't so hard, was it?
It had though.
You don't mellow.
It had.
Okay, so one more game, one last game, and then we'll call it a day. This one is a tongue twister, okay? Yeah. Ready? You're going to say, the sun shall soon shine. Just say it 5 times.
5. 5 is a whole lot now.
Just
that thing is a mad tongue twister.
Just try. The sun shall soon shine.
The sun shall soon shine. The sun shall soon shine. The sun shall soon shine. The sun shall soon shine. The sun shall soon shine.
You didn't even say it fast. I still said wrong.
That thing, That's bad. Hey, what would they young? Would they do away? It's tough.
Okay, well, unfortunately, that's our time on the show.
Yeah.
So I want you to look into the camera and give a shout out to your fans and tell them how they can find you on social media.
Okay, big shout out to all my friends. Yeah, your friends. I see you fans as friends. All right. You can reach me Instagram. You can follow at OKEY BAKASSI with the I. OKEY BAKASSI. On Twitter, OKEY BAKASSI with the Y. Somebody don't hijack the I. So OKEY BAKASSY. That's on Twitter. Of course, Facebook. OKEY BAKASSI, OKEY Mark Anthony. Any one of them. That would be me. Yeah.
Mark Anthony. That's nice.
Alrighty. So you guys stay in peace. Love you. You're the reason for the season. Okay. Yeah.
Jesus is the reason for the season.
Jesus, be the alpha. Jesus, be the author and finisher of my faith.
Oh well, we have come to the end of the show.
Thank it's been so much fun, man. I had fun.
Thank you.
Hanging out with you. Nobody.
Oshe, Dalu so.
Ndewo.
Thank you. So guys, that's our time on Streethop today. I hope you had fun. I did with this great man, OKEY BAKASSI. Please follow us on social media, Instagram at official HipTv, Twitter at HipTv, and you can follow me as well, Instagram at MizVick, MizVick, and we'll link up. So before we go, we have to close with one more song. What is it gonna be?
Yeah.
Woman.
Let me be gender sensitive this time. Of course, there's this lady. She's young, she's fly, she's got attitude.
Say your eyes later, but you're a fan.
Yes, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the German Jews, babe. But it's not German Jews that we are doing now. We'll do Semartinia. That song.
I love it. I love it.
When that song they play like this, they make me just stay, just the rhythm.
Okay, guys, so we're going to leave you with this beautiful video from Cynthia Monk and Semartinia. Have fun. Goodbye.
From the east to the west to the north to the south to the word I can confide in. And I know that you know in your heart and your soul I'm the one you can rely on. Semartinia, see what you done to me. Semartinia, see what you done to me. Me loving bad pass me new designer. Number one, cardinal fish. Met him back in August, but in a casino. Original, I've been made in China. But anyway, no better than you. No better than you. And me, you always have a backup. Like I drive, anytime you go back up. For me, you burn up the gear. You tell them back up, I'm taking. You tell them, you got the baddest for the orders. You care less. Like a lotion, my body, you care less. From the east to the west to the north to the south to the world I could confide in. And I know that you know in your heart and my soul I'm the one you can rely on. Semartinia, see what you done to me. Semartinia, see what you done to me.